Hi, it's me again with Corel tips and tricks. Somebody sent me a file like this, but not this one. This is one I created. Kind of messes with your eyes when you do that. And he's having to do a lot of hand work. And I know what he's talking about because I've tried to do this before with circles. And he told me what size and uses six-sided polygon. And don't forget to rotate it 30 degrees so you have a flat spot. And he made it 0.7. And let's put it to the center of the page. And then let's take our nudge factor and set it on 5 inches and put it there. I'm going to go ahead and bring in indexing lines in the center of the page. Well, that's awful little. Maybe it was 10 inches, but we'll see. Let's make it black, take away the outline. Let's Control D and duplicate it. Alternate C to rotate it around the center. See, there's a problem right there already, but I'm going to rotate it 45 degrees. It'll be 15 degrees. And this is what he's doing. And then he takes these and goes Control G to group and Control D to duplicate, and then rotate that 7.5 degrees. And he gets that. And then he takes that one, holding down the Shift key and bringing this in a little bit tighter. And this is where the hand work has to be done. So I'm going to Control G to group this. You would think just duplicating it over and over, it would work, but Control D will just keep making it smaller at the end. We'll just prove it. Control D to duplicate it. Hold down the Shift key so it'll grow from the center, and so you get about that same distance off. Now, if you Control D again, it looks pretty good, but it's a little more distance. Then you go Control D again, and it really gets bad. So this is the handwork you have to do. And if you need to move it, that's one reason I decided to make the video. I'm holding down the Shift key to kind of bring it. I'm trying to get the spacing. That's a little bit. And so what I was saying, if you need to tweak it, we can go 75.4. Actually, 75.7. Kind of get that spacing out. Control D to make a duplicate, and then move it by hand, holding down the Shift key. And see, that's pretty difficult. And now we're at 66. Let's go 66. That's about the right distance. And here's where it starts messing up. Control D, and it's doing what Corel's supposed to do, but it just doesn't look good. Because Control D will take the same distance you moved it, but we keep getting smaller. So I'm just taking, like this one, we'll go 41.5. We can maybe even go 41.7. See what I'm saying about this, doing this up here and with the ratio lock. And let's make this one 35, actually 35.5. See, this is, you couldn't hardly move it. Anyway, but he asked me if there was a way to do it another way. And I actually tried a couple ways. And I can't. It's, I might figure it out, but I haven't had any luck yet. See, and they just keep getting progressively offline, or what I call offline. It is a pretty neat pattern, but I had tried this before years ago with circles. I'm holding down the Shift key. And see that, I must have even got off a little bit. And I've tried the blend tool. See, it's hard to move that, so let's go 23. Let's go 23.2. Because I could just move it minutely. And then Control D. And let's just try math. Let's go 21. But see, that's not enough. So you go 20.5 or 20. I should have gone 20.3. There we go. See, that doesn't look too bad, but it'll progressively get out of sync. So I'm just going to back those up and just leave the last. I'm going to do one more. And then we're just going to go 13. Or unless one of my viewers and subscribers has an idea. I mean, I've actually tried making just two columns and rotate it, but then these start touching. That's a pretty cool graphic. Anyway, so I'm sorry I couldn't really help the gentleman because he'd already been trying everything I suggested. Anyway, I hope that helps. And maybe somebody will chime in. Thank you for watching.